Hey, welcome to LockDown Youth Ministry. You're here with Jasmin, and we've got Gordon. Gordon, give a wave. And Brad.
What's up?
We are youth leaders, youth pastors, and we're just trying to figure out how to do youth ministry in a lockdown world. So we're here to kind of do it with you, just have some chat. We're going to be releasing stuff every couple of days just to kind of keep you updated. Yeah, exciting, eh?
Real good. Well, let's start by introducing ourselves. Jasmin, you've already started talking, so who are you? Where are you from? Who are you living with right now?
Oh, well, I am currently in Martin, which is very small town. But I'm about to go to Palmerston North. I'm going to be locking down with my family. So I'm going to be stuck with 4 boys under 12 and my brother and his wife. So say some prayers for me. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm youth pastor, youth enabler for Presbytery, and children's pastor as well.
Wow, look at you.
Shouldn't you already be there? Aren't we in lockdown?
No. I thought we were in lockdown. Lockdown's tonight at midnight. So actually, we're just about to live the dream.
So I don't have to be here right now. I can go outside.
Yeah. So Brad, who are you?
I'm Brad. I am in Dunedin, and I am a volunteer youth leader at Highgate Presbyterian Church, and that's what I do outside of my job. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Who are you living with? You going to go and stay with your mum and dad?
Nope. My wife and 3 children, who you will probably see any second coming through that door.
No, that's the thing, eh?
Nice.
Recording in the afternoon, they're all going to jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Gordon. I'm a volunteer leader like you, Brad, St. John's in the City here in Wellington. We have an awesome youth pastor, Eno, who does an incredible job, and I'm part of quite a big team of volunteers that kind of help him along. Here in Wellington, I'm living with my wife and 4 kids. My wife, she's meant to be in lockdown, but she's essential. She's one of the people kind of heading up that government website, the COVID-19 one. So she's kind of doing late nights at the moment. I sometimes see her, but yeah, this is going to be us for at least 4 weeks, eh?
Oh man, I like that your wife is part of the team, because I feel like we're going to get the first goss, right, of what's going on in the government from you.
Well, that's it. It's true. Like, she does know stuff. Like, she was telling me last night about how we were going to go into a state of emergency today, and it was like, I was like all morning, like, can I tell people? No, I can't really. Jacinda hasn't announced it yet. So yeah, she's definitely getting the inside scoop before other people, and I'm very cautious about sharing any of that stuff.
Can't wait for you to let something slip.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut, so we'll see how it goes.
Good.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so as we're moving in, and I guess just about to move into lockdown, guys, what's been your highs and lows of today or the last few days as we're doing this? Anything good?
Highs. I actually like working from home, and I've probably been doing more work in my garage than in my job, so that's quite good, like for me personally. Lows are I actually just paid good money for a golf membership, and
Oh no!
I'm just sitting here not playing golf.
But you are allowed to go for exercise, right? You're allowed to go for walks near local parks and stuff, they say. Can you?
Yeah, nah, trust me, it's been explored, those options, but no. So that's my low.
Oh yeah, rough.
Yeah.
What about you, Jasmin?
Okay, really good high that I'm very proud of is in Martin. Me and one of my friends who goes to the Anglican church, we've been we saw this thing on Facebook, which was like a help poster which you can post in people's letterboxes, and we were like, oh, this would be so cool if the churches got involved. So we have a combined churches meeting where all the ministers come together, and we brought it up to them, and they were like, yes, this is so cool. So every single house in Martin has had a leaflet dropped with someone's name on it, or like someone's contact details from each of the churches. And then we found out yesterday that Civil Defence is backing us doing this, and the council has backed it. So I would have got a badge if I was staying in Martin, but because I'm going to Palmerston North, they don't get one. But so like my colleague has got a little council badge, so if they need to go out and help with stuff, they're allowed to. So churches being backed by civil defence is like amazing. Like, yeah, it's such a good win for the church.
Oh, that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Oh, what about me? The coolest thing happened this morning. I was, I guess yesterday, I was sitting on my computer. I guess I've been working from home for a wee while now, and my daughter Ainsley kind of runs into the room, whacks a camera in my face, and asks me a question about giving. And I'm like, I kind of answer it really quickly. And I was kind of wondering why she was doing that. But this morning, like, I went to YouTube, and she'd kind of shared a video on YouTube. She decided that she was going to share the verse of a day from the YouTube app, from the YouVersion Bible app for the whole 28 days of this lockdown. And so she kind of had some insights. She kind of interviewed her siblings and me, not mum because she's away, but like then had some really good insights on this 4-minute video, and I kind of uploaded it. I was like so proud. You kind of spend your time kind of trying to encourage faith, and here she's doing something by herself. So that was really cool. Lowe's, oh man, I've got contacted by a friend from a long time ago, and boy, she was just so fearful about our current situation right now. It's just like, it's kind of the realization, man, for some people right now in this world, it's a really scary place. And so I'm hoping we don't get to that stage here in Aotearoa, but let's do this together, eh? All right, Brad, you're a good person for cheering us up.
Yep, I can imagine if you were, so youth group chats on Zoom could get a little bit in that space too, so you got to have a bit of fun as well to balance it out. So what you can do on Zoom, let me show you. You can have a bit of fun, got to have some fun. So let me show you. Here we go. Do you see this?
Yep.
All right, so this is called 3-year-old Pictionary. Do you see it like what I see is just the game? All right. So basically a 3-year-old has drawn on the pavement, and you've got to guess what they've drawn. So first round. First to get 3 right is the winner of this, okay? That's what we'll do now.
Me versus Jasmin?
Yeah, Gordon versus Jasmin. All right, so.
All right. So we can just call out?
Yeah, is it A, vampire, B, angry cow, C, kale, I don't know what that is, Sunstrider, master of the burning legion. What is it?
I
got to tell you, that's a 3-year-old's artwork.
3-year-old drawing, yeah.
Probably as good as my drawing. For me, that would be probably a dragon, but that's not one of the options, is it?
No. Get in, Jasmin. First up.
I guess C. I definitely guess C.
Oh, burning legion.
All right.
I feel like that's the sort of thing a kid would say, like a massive sentence.
But I reckon it looks like a cow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you guys need to lift your game because it's a vampire, obviously.
Oh, no. Obviously.
All right. Round 2.
All right.
What is this? Is it a cow looking for trash to eat? Is it a T-Rex with abnormal stick-like growths on its snout? Or is it C, a yawning deer?
Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking of the psychology of like, oh, it says crow. I thought you said cow.
Oh, I did say a cow. It is a crow. Sorry, obviously the picture. You obviously got it from the picture. That was a. Yeah.
I'm seeing yawning, so I'm going to go with the yawning deer.
I'm going to go B, a T-Rex.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
Sticks.
It's a crow. Look at the picture.
Where is the trash?
Oh man, you threw us off by saying cow.
No. Yeah. All right. Next round. First person to get a point wins the game. Okay. All right.
All right.
This 3-year-old, did they draw A, zombie rabbit, B, a happy bat, or C, this is you, Daddy?
I'm going to guess zombie rabbit.
Zombie rabbit. Okay, Gordon.
Oh, like, I'm so tempted by the daddy one. Yeah, I'm going to go with this is you, Daddy.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this.
No!
This is coronavirus!
This is not staged. This is not staged. I cannot believe that this is happening.
All right. Okay. Come on, we got to get a point. All right, did the 3-year-old on the pavement draw A, a 3-horned goat, B, Grand Dark Lizard King of the North, or C, a dancing gecko?
I'm going to go C.
Okay, so we've got C, a dancing gecko for Jasmin.
It's got 3 horns. It could be a goat. I'm going to go A.
Oh, thank goodness. Well done, Jasmin.
Oh!
Yes! Woohoo!
Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh my.
That felt like the biggest win I've had.
Oh, okay. No.
So if you want those games, you get them from downloadyouthministry.com. Costs
Is
you
it
like
free? Oh, you have to
like
pay.
$2 or $3. I'll happily share a few though. But you can buy
Oh, no.
not all of them, just enough to give you
Oh,
an example. And then you go to the website and you spend your
Yeah.
money, and they'll be happy.
oh, Brad.
If you want one to try, you know.
Oh, shit. And if you want to use Netflix, Brad's got
I know
No.
someone want to go halves on Netflix. No, I'm not.
Okay, so I really hate losing, guys, but let me tell you, I won just recently. I guess not in a good way, but I was just kind of reflecting on this whole coronavirus thing, and I was looking back just because I love to think about making a call early on. But I look back on my Facebook page, and I'm part of a youth pastors Facebook group called Youth Pastors Only. Don't know if either of you are on that. It's mainly Americans. There's maybe 10, 12,000 mainly American youth pastors. And on the 28th of February, so only like less than a month ago, like it was, 4 weeks ago right now, I kind of put on a post. I said, I see that the Olympics are considering, postponing their Olympic Games. I see that there's football games happening in Italy with without any crowds. What are you going to do if you get told your church and your youth ministry can't meet? And it was the 28th of February, so less than a month ago. And I just got a long list of people kind of like, what are you talking about? That's never going to happen here. Those things like, do you remember Ebola? Do you remember the swine flu? This is nothing to worry about. It was just like completely out of the question. People were like, oh, that's China, that's not America, and all this sort of stuff. It was just the most bizarre situation. My favorite comment was, I don't even understand what you're asking. It was just kind of such a sort of insane sort of question to be asking. But now if you go onto that forum right now, Youth Pastors Only on Facebook, it's just comment after comment, post after post, just talking about how to do youth ministry in this context where we're in lockdown. And so it's amazing. It's amazing what the change can be in a month. Just unbelievable to think we're here right now. What did you guys do last Sunday at church over the weekend? What was youth group looking like for you guys?
Go, Jasmin.
Yeah, this was such an interesting thing for me because I kind of saw it coming a lot more than my church did. Like our church was definitely in denial. So last Friday night we had a meeting with the session, and the whole time they were like, "No, we're going to be fine. Like we're just going to do a normal service. We'll just space the chairs out." And then Saturday
how big's your church? Because that would be
50, 60, and we
under the 100, under the 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But majority of our church is over 70, so I'd say like 80% is over 70. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so when was it they announced that? Was that on Saturday?
So Saturday we get the call in that like people that are over 70 shouldn't become, and instead of having this productive meeting which we could have on the Friday night, we were then scrambling on Saturday to be like, can we do anything? So Sunday we didn't have any kind of church, but yeah, so but youth group was a bit more planned because we knew it was coming. So we had a really awesome time with some of our youth group kids on last Wednesday when we usually have youth group, and we did some prayer and intercession. So just like something very chill, but kind of just prayed for all of our young people, and that was so beautiful. They got so into it. Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Sunday. Our pastor pre-recorded his sermon on Saturday, but I haven't listened to it yet. Sorry, Jeff. We didn't have church, so I did two things on Sunday morning for church. We went to a friend's house for brunch and church, so we did some stuff with our kids. I did it together, so that was great. Before that, though, I spent the morning watching everyone's live stream on Facebook, all the different churches. It was real interesting to see everyone scramble, like pandemic sort of panic church prep for Sunday. I wonder if I can show you. I took some footage. Tell me if this works. It's kind of like figuring out as we go. Do you see like my TV?
No.
Oh, what do you see?
It says Brad. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It's a bit risky, eh? So that's like Life Church doing their little stream. I changed that. Then I went to Arise. Do you see Arise now?
Oh, yeah.
So you got the pastor doing his thing up there. So I quite enjoyed watching these different ones. There's a couple of prezzies in there as well. There's Martin Macaulay, he's Tyree.
Oh, I think your screen's frozen.
It's just loading. It's just slow. And they didn't wear
Joys
giggers.
of Zoom.
Oh, do you see that now?
No.
Oh,
If you're okay, please check that everyone in your group is contacted regularly.
all right. So I won't keep doing that then. But yeah, I basically spent the morning just watching live streams, going from one to the next to the next. And it was quite interesting. So that I kind of did every church. And yeah, really enjoyed.
Did you feel fulfilled?
Fulfilled in my entertainment of watching people what they did. With my regular worship gathering, no. But it was cool seeing what people did. Like I quite like the well, we can't do that anymore now. I like the interview style type thing. But yeah. This is what's going to happen with youth group, right? Every kid's going to be playing around on Zoom going, oh, what are the features? And they're going to do exactly what Gordon's doing right now.
I'm in Wellington now. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. You're just starting to play around with the video stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of funny doing this Zoom thing. There's some of the kind of features that are here. I've been kind of like looking around, I guess, and obviously the video thing isn't amazing, is it, on Zoom? It can work, but it's not always amazing. And this blue screen or green screen thing is kind of cool. Like, oh yeah, but like I don't even see you, Jasmin, there. And
I know, I'm gone.
You see me?
Is that,
Brad.
That's your t-shirt screen?
So because my t-shirt's green, I'm like a green screen. So
yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's my favorite, I think. Okay, next week.
Is this guy your favorite?
We're wear green t-shirts, okay?
Yeah, so that you can do that in video settings, that's pretty fun. And so these are sort of things that we're going to be getting used to. Obviously you can play things like Pictionary using the sort of whiteboard feature in Zoom and stuff. But Zoom's really good for I think for church. That was how we did it at our church on Sunday as a church service. We're a church that's probably got, I don't know, maybe 250 people on a Sunday if it's Sunday. And the first thing was when they said on the Thursday, no congregations over 100. There was a kind of, can we kind of split our church, into 2 or 3 different services, meeting in different spaces, because we have a lot of halls and stuff. And so people, we kind of talked around that sort of idea. But it was kind of like, actually, no, the heart of this is we don't want to be having people gathering. It became really easy when they said nobody over the age of 70 to be in public spaces. And so kind of on that Saturday, we threw together a Zoom church service, and it was so good. We had an awesome experience. Like a lot of churches, you were kind of watching pre-recorded things, Brad.
Yeah.
Or, like where you just watch the service. But for us, we had another family over. We have some family friends that got two parents and 4 kids as well. So there was 12 of us in this house, and we kind of joined a Zoom church service for like half an hour, and then we did brunch together. It was and we chatted and had a great time for another hour or so. But the church service, kind of like this, it's kind of interactive. So the kids just love seeing all the other kids around about. The service, the minister Alistair did an amazing job of he would ask a question, and then he would encourage people to discuss it for a couple of minutes in their houses. And the prayers for others was just amazing, where he just allowed everybody just to pray out loud. I mean, he had really good control, because if you're hosting a Zoom meeting, you can mute everybody, which is really important to be able to do that, because background noises. But for the prayers for others, he just opened it up, and people were praying in houses all around Wellington, and it was awesome. Zoom doesn't work for liturgy, Zoom doesn't work for singing, but for that half hour, it was just a real good place of connection. And it was intergenerational. We didn't have Sunday school, we didn't have youth group happening at the same time. It was just everybody together, and it was just amazing.
So you wouldn't on Zoom? You wouldn't recommend worship live?
No, there was a couple of times Alistair really tried to get us to do some liturgy stuff, but if we're all talking, Zoom really struggles with trying to kind of hear what people are saying and then projecting it out. Just a blur. So no, definitely not. If you are wanting to do singing, I guess I would say have the person who's playing. If somebody's playing a guitar and singing, just mute everybody else. Only have that person doing it, and people could be singing themselves in their church if that's your thing. But definitely not having everybody's microphones on for singing or for liturgy. No. But yeah, just so good. And so I'm really pretty excited actually about it. We're kind of going down that way today. During the lockdown period, we're going to be meeting up once a day at 5 o'clock to have a kind of devotional time. And of course, it just feels like there's new opportunities to do ministry. And so, yeah, really excited about that. You know what? Sometimes in youth ministry, though, you want to do some exciting things. Brad, you brought a game. Can I bring a game for us to play?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Might depend.
This game is called Bring Me, okay?
Oh, gosh.
So we'll say it's the first to 3, okay? But what's going to happen is I'm going to name an item.
Yep.
All you have to do is bring it to the screen, and the first person to...
Google it.
Pardon?
Google it, you mean?
No. Run around your house, pick it up, bring it here. The first person to do that gets a point, okay? So...
I'm going to have to get ready. I feel like...
You might want to take your mic, kind of earpiece.
Oh, I'm going to run.
Oh, only if you want to win, Brad. So, the first one is a kettle.
Wait, can we go now?
Yeah, go now. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mine's filled with water.
I can hear you. Oh!
Hey!
It's hot though. Mine's hot. I think my wife was about to have a hot drink.
Mine is filled with water. I think I spilled some on the way.
Okay, put that to the side. Okay. Second, a cushion.
Oh, yes.
Oh! 2-0. Okay,
I'm on
Jasmin,
a roll today.
you can win this right now. I'm looking for a pencil.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Pen?
Oh, pencil!
Oh! It's a whole pencil case.
Is there a pencil in there?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Brad, you lose.
Oh,
Wait a second.
there? Oh, there is. Brad's gone. I guess this is the problem with this game is you need to make sure you can figure out how to tell people to come back. Too bad, Brad.
Yeah,
it's not even it's a straw. I was cheating.
You know, I think there's so many different options of how you could play this game. You could kind of send people like a shopping list of 10 things. You have to get them all and bring them all, and the first person to do that would be it. You wouldn't even need to play this in a live situation. You could just say, I know some churches. I've been speaking to some youth pastors, youth leaders, and what they're doing is doing a challenge each day. And so I saw one person had a list of 30 things, and they said, first person to get a photograph of all these things. Oh, actually, they didn't even say the first person. They said you get some sort of prize if you can get a picture of all 30 things in the photograph before midnight tonight. And so even though there was no youth ministry happening, it was an activity that kind of kept them busy for 45 minutes as they were trying to get and the things were really hard to find as well. So yeah, that was it's another way of playing this kind of like a sort of scavenger hunt, bring me kind of game. So there we go.
I'll use that.
That was a good game though. I think I'm gonna try it with my youth group because that was it felt like you were actually doing something as opposed to just kind of sitting on a screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you so Jasmin, you're doing youth group on Zoom this week?
Well, that's the hope.
So what are we all doing this week? Let's talk about it.
Go, Jasmin, you're up.
Oh, I actually I'm going to be really honest that I haven't planned too far ahead because I feel like I've been so busy trying to get everything in my life sorted that I'm I think my young people are going to be all right for this week. But one of the things I did do was when I first started in this role 3 years ago, I'd made our Instagram, but I never started using it. I was like, this is the time to get that youth ministry Instagram back up and going. So that's kind of going to be our hub of communication through there for everyone. And then I think we're going to be doing some Zooms. I think I'd like to do some more prayer stuff over Zoom if it's possible. So stay tuned for that. But this week, it's just going to be checking in on the one-on-one.
Oh, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, we don't actually need to get too creative in some ways with the programming. It's like right now we just need people to be kind of touching base, connecting.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like I was thinking about last night. So many good online ideas, but like actually just calling someone and saying, using the telephone and speaking, like it's almost kind of like that's like writing a letter at the moment, right?
Okay, boomer.
Although, yeah, I know, but like, do young people want to be called on the phone? Maybe not, but
I don't know. I remember when I was at high school and my youth pastor called me on the phone, and it was like very cool. Like I actually so appreciated because it felt like an extra level to communicate, even though it was only like 2 minutes.
Okay, well let's test that theory out.
You calling someone now?
No, I'm not going to call anyone.
Wow. Okay. We're gonna. I don't know. We haven't had a youth group meeting yet, leaders meeting. We're gonna do that tonight. I think. I hope maybe tomorrow. But I was thinking like we should. Be good to do like some discussion, some conversation as well as not just the fun stuff. And so, can I share with you? We're thinking that we might tackle at some point, maybe this weekend, the whole why is the stuff happening type of question. Why is bad things happening? Why does Corona exist? Why is it here? I was going to use a reform, which is those little cartoon animations, but I'm actually thinking of using Nua, which is a thing. And so I will show you what we're going to do. Let me just bring this up. You want to see it?
So we know Zoom's kind of, let's see how it works, because sometimes the whole video thing doesn't really work well on Zoom. So if you
imagine we're in youth group and I'm like, here we go. I'll click share. All right, kids, watch. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
What are you going to do with your life? If you're anything like me, you're probably sick of being asked that question. Like, I'm married to 4 kids and I'm still being asked it.
So we're actually not going to use this episode, but
and challenging scientists for thousands of years.
So the plan would be
Plato. He was one of the most influential thinkers in history.
Pause, Brad. We can't hear you anymore.
Exceedingly.
So the plan would be, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We would just muck around, have some fun, and then maybe watch one of those newer videos that addresses that topic, and then have a conversation and see how that goes.
That the video seemed to work there, and so if you could play it and it works, that's going to work well. We did a home group that me and Amanda and a couple of friends we've been kind of leading, and we went through the newer course, did the videos in I guess old school, when we actually could meet all together. Kind of ran it like an alpha course. We kind of chilled out at somebody's house, had some food, and then we did that maybe about 2 years ago. It was amazing. The young people, we had 12 young people that were a part of that small group at that stage and loved it, and they still talk about it. So highly recommend it. The videos are awesome. They do come with questions, but look at the questions and kind of rework them. I found that they were very closed questions, and they weren't open-minded. They weren't questions that opened up for discussion. So do look at the questions. But that'd be awesome if you can do that. And I guess this sort of, if we can get the videos to work well over Zoom, it's a great format for it. And I guess if we're struggling with videos, we could actually say to people, hey, watch this video before you come to youth group A.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. If the text.
I kind of like the idea though of like watching it together. It seems to me like something that young people would actually want to do more than just like watch it themselves.
It's the Netflix party, eh? It's like watching stuff together is huge right now. So,
and I guess you can be like watching it, and then you could just pause and be like, "What do you think of that?"
Oh, true. Yeah. I mean, Nua does actually pause for questions and stuff as it is. So yeah. But you're right. You could pause it. That's awesome. What are we doing at St. John's the City? I think it's been thrown a bit of a curveball. But yeah, we're definitely talking about doing the whole Zoom thing as well, and we're going to be meeting up as a team to kind of plan that as well. I don't know about you, but we kind of planned, like the year ahead, and we're just, long-term planning is great, and the teaching can still happen. But boy, all the activities and things we had have all kind of gone out the window. So we're going to sit down together and we're going to figure out what a Zoom youth ministry looks like. But people are really excited. And it's kind of like, we'll see how that goes. But I guess we'll talk about that after it's happened, eh?
I reckon.
I think we've got a steep learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a captive audience, right? They're not going anywhere. They've got nothing else to do. Well, they do.
There's a lot of Netflix to watch.
That's true. I know. I feel that burden myself, actually.
I feel like by week 3, we'll probably have a much captiver audience. I feel like first 2 weeks, it's still kind of novel.
Unless we absolutely shank everything this week, and they're like, I am out of this. I ain't not answering Gordon's phone calls or his Zoom meeting.
Why is he phoning me?
Yeah. Right. Brad would be cool to phone young people. No. Yeah, we'll see. Who knows what's on the other side of midnight tonight in lockdown.
Who knows how long this is going to last for?
Yeah. Isn't it crazy though that we're thinking like we're trying to learn all these skills, but the reality is this is not like long-term skills we'll need. Like we're trying to learn this stuff, but like in another 6 months, like we probably won't need this. Like what does it look like on the other side? Maybe it's a topic for another day.
We may not be resetting to how it was. You know, and one of the things I'm kind of excited about is that, you know, I think sometimes our youth ministry, like I guess as youth workers, we're always trying to navigate new culture, right? But a lot of us, is it like we kind of remember what we did when we were in youth group and what we loved, and we replicate that. Right now, there's no youth pastor, there's no youth leader that's saying, how was it when I was a kid? And we can actually get down to the fundamentals. It's like, how do we do discipleship in an online world? And we can actually get down to the stuff we actually believe in and actually kind of set ourselves up in a way that actually mirrors what we're trying to achieve. So, oh man, who knows what's going to happen out the other side of this? I mean, but I mean, it's going to be exciting days.
Yep. Hopefully. Hopefully very exciting. That's the positive way of thinking about it.
Yeah, when we're doing this in 5 months' time, we're like, oh, the world is coming to an end.
I've already found the kettle.
All right, and we're doing Bible studies on Revelation. All right, guys, I think we should wrap this up. It's been a good time to chat to you, and look forward to chatting to you again in a couple of days' time.
Yes.
Let's do it. Sounds good.
See you later.
All right, cheers, guys.